All right. This is something that I've dealt with very consistently myself, and that I see a lot of you guys deal with in the Copy Crew Discord, and it's how do you find clients and know what to write for them? And this is a big problem that I had at first. This is something that I had to learn. It was a skill that I learned, and it's a skill that I see a lot of you guys are lacking, and there's not a lot of information being very technical on explaining how do you find clients and how do you know what to write for. And so I just want to preface some information. The reason why the reason why there's nothing explaining how to find clients and how to write for the type of clients that you're looking for is because you can't get your hand held in your exact situation. People have shown you examples in a lot of different scenarios. You could have even watched a video on how to find a client for SMA and how to do SMA services, but that doesn't show you how to write copy for for the other niche, you could say a software or SaaS. It doesn't show you how to find SaaS clients or how to find SaaS or how to write copy for SaaS. And so because of that, you're okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve this problem. But that's why I'm going to explain. This is steps that you can take every single time. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. It doesn't matter if you're not even in copywriting. This is just business in general. How you can find clients, and then how to know what to do for them. What you're going to do. How you're going to apply your skills for them. This is deeper than copy. I'm about to go even deeper than copy. How to just know how to provide the service and what service do they need. So first, how do you find clients? There's a lot of different ways to go about finding clients, but I just want to summarize $100 million leads, Alex Hormozi, the core four. You can do cold outreach, you can do warm outreach, you can make content, and you can run ads. And so what does that mean? Cold outreach is literally going and getting a bunch of it's actually like this. So it's a warm outreach content, cold outreach ads. And so there's warm and there's cold, and there's one-to-one and there's one-to-many. And so there's pros and cons to each. So the reason why you'd want to do one-to-one is because it's very personalized. It's a lot easier to help one person in a situation than to help 100 people in a situation, because not everyone will get success. Let's think about it. If we could help someone one-to-one, we could guarantee it. The accountability and the hands-on is a lot different. Now 1 to 100 is a different story. Then cold and warm is simply just how well someone knows you or your product. Cold means you've never met them before, they don't know much about you, they don't know anything about your offer, they don't trust you. And the warm means they've already know about you, they trust you, they're something makes them put their sales guard down a little more than a cold audience. And so paid content and or paid ads and cold outreach are cold audiences, ways of finding these people that are random, you have no idea. And the warm is making content and warm outreach. And so warm outreach is literally reaching out to people within your network, asking for referrals. That's warm outreach. And then cold outreach is simply reaching out to people at random, mass at random. And then making content is a very personalized approach to one-to-many. And then a paid ads is a one-to-many approach. It's content, but it's cold because you're forcing yourself. You're forcing the traffic to go upon an audience that has no idea who you are. And you're kind of nudging your way in there. Kind of like cold outreach. You're nudging your way in there. So those 4 ways are the ways that you can go about getting clients. And so when you have zero experience and you have zero testimonials, it's going to be very hard for all 4 of them to work. And a lot of you guys jump to cold outreach. And that sucks because it's going to be a lot easier for you to get warm clients, or turn warm leads into warm client, or turn warm leads into clients because they trust you already. And you overlook your warm outreach and you overlook making content. You overlook both of those. And then you jump right into just doing cold outreach. And that was something that I did differently. I jumped into making content and doing outreach and doing warm outreach. And the only thing I didn't do was run paid ads. When I started my copywriting journey, I was reaching out to people within my network. I was reaching out to people that were friends of mine. And I was reaching out to people on outreach that I had no idea. And I was doing high value outreach for all of them, helping them solve problems. And that's the next thing I'm going to get into in just a minute. So I saw all these people, right? I saw all these people. That's how I found them. And I was making content. So people were coming to me. And I could send all these people, the cold people, to my content, and they'd build more trust with me. They'd spend more time with me. And then here's where I'm going to get into, okay, what service do I provide for this person And this is where it's like really important on like getting leads. So now you've gone through and you've gotten leads, right? You've gotten all these people that you can contact. You found all these different prospects through content, warm outreach, cold outreach. You're going to start to notice if you have conversations with these people and you really get to know them, or if you are smart at and like experienced in what you do, you're going to start to notice a pattern in problems, right? And if you have a marketing lens and you have a automations lens, you're going to see two completely different problems. But let's say you find a consistent problem. Now you've gone through all these different prospects, all these different ways you found clients, and you found a problem. But the problem you want to focus on is the problem that they also are aware of, and they know it's a problem that they're like maybe even actively trying to solve. So for example, with copywriting, here's the best case for that, is like a lot of people have email lists. This is why email copywriting is so popular. A lot of people have email lists and are actively trying to write emails and get better at emails to make more sales, but don't know how to write emails or don't have the time to write emails, and they know that, so they're looking for a solution, but they simply haven't found the right solution. So that's how you now know, okay, well, I know that they're actively spending their time on emails. I need to write emails for value outreach in this specific niche that I'm looking at, in all these prospects that I have. And so that's how you're going to find your client and what you're going to write for them. And then here's an even bigger example. Now, like I said, we're going to go really deep. It's like, okay, so now let's say I went in and I reached out to all these people in my prospects, right? I found all these people that I can reach out to, warm, cold, just based on like, just because I wanted to. And a lot of them like were very consistent in some traits. Like a lot of them were business owners, and a lot of them were online business owners. And let's say that the biggest problem I saw all of them having was inconsistency with like posting content. And they were aware about that. They were posting a lot in their like stories about how they were trying to be more consistent. So I knew that was a problem they were having. So for me, what skills can I use to solve it? Maybe it isn't my copywriting skills. Maybe it's my marketing and content creation skills. I can come up with a content strategy for them. And I can build them a content calendar so I can make it easier to plan and organize what they should be creating every single day. And on top of that, I can create a login for a scheduling tool so that they can go ahead and schedule all their posts at one place and create a tutorial for them to help them like solve these problems that they're facing. So now I've understood how I find the client and what service I'm actually providing for them, because I'm helping them solve a problem that they know that they have. And so that's exactly the approach you need to take with copywriting and with your business journey forever and always. It's the same thing that I've done, same thing that everyone else that's winning is fucking doing, is we're going and finding these people in the 4 different ways that Alex Hormozi teaches in $100 million leads, the core 4, and we're solving a problem for them using our skills. That's all it comes down to, and we're not solving a random problem either. We're solving a problem that is very important to them, or they're very aware of, and maybe even actively trying to solve it. So that is the key, because if we go ahead and we see someone's like, okay, a lot of people have the problem of not eating healthy, but if they're not trying to solve that problem, you making them a healthy meal, they're going to be very appreciative, but they're not going to fucking come back. They don't want another healthy meal. They're not going to go out of their way. But if someone's actively trying to get healthy and is actively trying to stay on a diet, and you make them a meal and you help them solve a problem when they were in a moment where they couldn't cook, they're going to hit you up in one of those moments again, or they're going to be thinking of you top of mind. And if you remind them and you do follow-ups, now you're top of mind, and you can force them to like remind themselves of those situations. And that's how this game works. That's how outreach works, and that's why a lot of outreach isn't working for most people, and that's how client acquisition works. But how you find clients is you make content that will attract your target audience, and you do outreach that's cold and personalized, and you do warm outreach that's personalized to people you already know and trust, and you try to help them solve problems. And you can even run ads, and you get all these people so that you get the contact information of them, you find out what their problems are, and you help them solve their problems. And that's all it comes down to. And if you want to know technically, like the technical way of like how to make content, how to do cold outreach, how to do warm outreach, I would recommend reading $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. I have modules on that in my Copy Crew Plus, but Alex Hormozi teaches it for free in $100 Million Leads. You can go check out that book, and that's literally everything. That's what you guys can do to like fully understand like how to find the clients and like what you should be writing, because it's the biggest problem that I see.